Hey there, just providing you an update. Our chickens are about 11 weeks old now. Here is the status of our run in our coop. Added some flowers for decoration, a little sign, and the motion censored light right above the door. So if any predators come near the front of the run and try to access the door at night, that light will turn on and it's very bright. So we have 3 chickens now, 2 Mystic Marins and a black Australorp. We had to give our Easter egger to a local rescue because she turned out to be a he, and we cannot have roosters in our village. So the coop is fully predator proof at this point. We designed the run. It's 4x8, and then there's a run space underneath the coop over there that's 4x6, and the coop on top of it another 4x6. We use 2x6 lumber and some 2x2s for the most part, and some 2x4s. Created this door. Here's the locking feature on it. So it's pretty difficult to open for kids, and definitely a raccoon would not be able to get through this lock. You have to give it a pretty good pull. This was just on there so I didn't lose it. Pretty good pull and then over, and then you can open the latch and go in. This hanger is on there so that when I go in, if the door shuts behind me, I don't get locked in. I can pull that and it'll lift a lever to let me back out. So let me do a tour around it, and then I will go inside and show you a little bit what we've got going on. So again, we used 1/2-inch hardware cloth all the way around. We have hardware cloth buried underneath the grass as well. My husband dug up the entire perimeter of grass. We laid the hardware cloth down, and then we put the grass back on top, gave it a little more seed and water, and it's growing in nicely. Around the bottom of the coop here, we did put hardware cloth as well, with rocks and then additional dirt, and trying to get the grass to grow. Here's the front. Our front door does have a ramp that comes down, but we're not letting them free range at this point, so that is up. Over here, lifts to the nesting boxes. This is really pretty heavy, so I have not put a lock on it yet, because I don't think anything would be able to lift it. I can barely get it open most days. So this is what our setup looks like. I am going to paint it white once the pressure treated lumber is ready for paint. So let me go in. Here's our girls. I'm debating what to put on the ground cover. I've heard lots of really good things about sand, and then also about mulch. So looking at both of those options, there was grass in here, but after a month the grass is now gone. So let me get them to back up a little bit, and I'll take you inside. So here's our hardware cloth. We do have it secured with some nails as well. There's hundreds of staples. I'm still gonna go back through and put some screws with kind of the washers around it to fully hold it on. There's really not much gap at all in the roof. I don't think anything could get through up there. It's fully covered to keep the rain out. However, the rain does come through sideways at times. Gosh, there's a lot of feathers in here. Over there is a box with grit that they really love to get into. Underneath here is their feeder. It's a Rent-A-Coop and a nipple waterer over in the back. I had them out in the big run initially, and I put them under the coop because when it was raining, they were getting kind of wet. The food never got wet, but the container was getting wet, so just to be extra safe. You can kind of see the rocks from the inside. They're also buried around the outside. Hello! And I think once I get the flooring in here, the sand or the mulch, it'll look pretty nice. So one thing I found out about the nipple water is if it's airtight, those valves do not work. So make sure you have a hole drilled in the top, or don't close it all the way, or the little refill cap, make sure it's slightly open. So my chickens are doing great going up into their coop every night by themselves. They just go up the ramp right before dark. Oh, there's Millie getting a drink. You can kind of see her. But everybody's doing good. So that's my update for now. Here's Rosie and Katie. And I'll provide another update once we get this thing painted. All right.